Brandon Baker commits to Texas. Uh, Outstanding pickup here for the Texas Longhorns. Folks, a 6'5", 300-pound offensive tackle from Santa Ana, California, out of Mater Dei High School. He's one of the best tackles here in the country. Matter of fact, he is an on-3 consensus #1 tackle here in the country. Outstanding pickup again for Texas. But folks, prior to us getting into this analysis, look, go like, comment, subscribe, and share this video here on YouTube. Go hit that bell, folks. Get all my notifications here for this channel. And folks, if you're listening to this on a streaming podcast platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, like, comment, subscribe, and share as well. Helps me grow the channel a lot. Now, folks, let's get into this video. Texas secures a commitment of a 5-star offensive tackle, Brandon Baker, out of Mater Dei High School, Santa Ana, California, class of 2024, 6'5", 300 pounds. Folks, this is outstanding. Texas has severely, we needed offensive linemen in the worst way following the Tom Herman years, following the Charlie Strong years. I did a video before, and I always comment about this video anytime I get an offensive lineman, recruit, or prospect to commit here to the University of Texas. Prior to Steve Sarkisian getting here in the first 5 years of being here, Texas only had 18 scholarship guys that they had committed here to Texas in that 5-year period. That was tied dead last with Kansas in the Big 12. Now, Steve Sarkisian comes into the University of Texas, and what does he do? He recruits the hell out of the offensive line, folks. 7 guys in the 2022 class, an additional 5 in the 2023 class, and we're trying to see how many is he going to take here in 2024. Looks like right now we're at 2 or 3 guys. So who knows? Maybe another 4, maybe another 5. But that is encouraging information, folks. Just for the simple fact that to win in the SEC here in 2024 and beyond, the Texas Longhorns have to secure the trenches on the front end, on offense, as well as the defense as well. And Texas has been doing that outstanding, in that realm here for the trench war recruiting. They've been going head to head in a bunch of battles here for top recruits, and Brandon Baker is one of those guys. Folks, I'm going to share my screen here. Let's take a look and see exactly who he is and how he is going to help the Texas Longhorns. This episode is brought to you by BetUS.com. Go to BetUS.com and get yourselves a 125% sign-up bonus using the promo code NinosCorner at BetUS.com. Folks, go download that BetUS.com app from your favorite Apple phone or Android phone and get yourselves a 125% sign-up bonus using the promo code NinosCorner. All right, folks, who was Brandon Baker? Like we said before, he's an offensive tackle, 6'4.5", so just about 6'5", 300 pounds. He's a consensus 5-star recruit, folks. Per the On3 consensus, he is the national top 23rd ranked player here in the country, the #1 offensive tackle in the country, and the #2 ranked player in the state of California. Like I said, he is a consensus 5-star guy. Folks, one thing that we love about him, Brandon Baker has been recruited by everybody in the country, folks. I don't know how many offers he has, but just looking at his offer list on On3, it's about 31, 32 offers, but I'm pretty sure it's a ton more than that. It's probably the only offers that he is reporting to this site, but I would guarantee he probably has 40 or 50, maybe even 60 offers. He's been recruited by everybody, folks. Texas, Ohio State, USC, of course, everybody on the West Coast, everybody in the SEC from Alabama to Georgia to South Carolina. Everybody and their mother has recruited Brandon Baker because he is the elite tackle here in his class. Like I said, the #1 tackle in this class per the On3 consensus. And if you go and just look at the board here, On3 has him as the 7th ranked offensive tackle in the country, but 247 has him as the #1 tackle in the country. Rivals, the #1 tackle in the country. And ESPN has him as the #2 tackle in the country. So it just goes to show you what kind of player he is and how Texas is solidifying that offensive line before they go into the SEC in 2024. One thing you got to love about Brandon Baker is he is no kidding a tackle. He is a tackle that it's not going to spin down to a guard. And you see a lot of times you have players that play tackle at the high school level, and when they come to college, you got to spin them down to a guard because they don't have the feet that are quick enough, their arms aren't long enough, but they just had to be a tackle in high school because they were the best player on the offensive line at their school. One player that did do that, but now is moving to their natural position here for a Texas commit is Daniel Cruz. Daniel Cruz can play all over the line. from left tackle to right tackle, but he is slotted to be a center here at the collegiate level. And what his high school has done, which is a great thing, they let him play center his last year in high school so that he can get those reps in early prior to him going to Texas. Brandon Baker doesn't have that problem, folks. He doesn't have to spin down to the position that he's going to play in college because he is naturally playing that position, and he is the perfect fit at tackle for the University of Texas. Folks, let's take a look at his video film here so that we can get a better glimpse of him in his game action. All right, folks, Brandon Baker, Mater Dei High School out in California. We'll take a look at this five-star guy to see how great he is. He is the #1 offensive tackle in the class of 2024. You just see the sheer size. Look at his arm lengths. Guys, his arms, I mean, just the size of this guy. He kind of reminds you of Tyron Smith because he's not a fat guy to be 300 pounds. Tyron Smith's one of those guys who's very lean, very tall, very athletic. And you're going to see Brandon Baker and just how much of an athlete and how nasty he is. And he's just a big human. He's one of those guys that Cal Flood loves. He's a big human. Look at him, folks. Playing right tackle here. Look at his footwork. Look at his drive. Look at his determination. Gets on the guy, pounds him on the ground. I'm telling you, Texas got him a good one. Look at that swing. Bam. Hits the hole. There you go. Great foot movement for a tackle. And he's nasty. He's very nasty. One thing I've learned about Cal Flood, folks, when Cal Flood has a guy that he likes to be big, he likes to be physical, he likes to be nasty, he likes to be fundamentally sound, and a guy that has the great techniques to be an outstanding player. Brandon Baker is one of those guys. And I tell you what, man, Texas got themselves a good one. Solidifying the offensive line here for Texas before going into the SEC is something that this Longhorn team needed to do. And I tell you what, over these past 3 years, Texas has done that. You got to love what you see here on the film from Brandon Baker. I'm excited as a Longhorn, and you should be too, folks. Look at this play here. I mean, just the blocking ability of what he does. But this is a guy that has the potential. He's probably going to come in and compete right away at that right tackle position. But look, we got a big guy named Cam Williams who's going to probably take those reps from Christian Jones as he leaves. But the competition is going to be great there. Iron sharpens iron, folks. So when you continue to stack players of a certain talent at each position, it only makes the players that much better who are starting, because they got to hold off that guy with that oozing talent from taking their job and their position. And Brandon Baker's one of those guys who has the potential to come in here, and if he comes in early, has a chance to possibly play day one, especially at the right tackle position. But I tell you what, folks, one thing that I love about this Texas team and the way that they are recruiting on this offensive line, they're not no is not an answer for them when it comes to recruiting here for that line. They are assuring they get the best talent and ensuring that the best talent comes here to Texas, and they're going to coach and develop that talent. We have seen what this Texas team has done with the offensive line here for the 23 season. Kelvin Banks Jr. actually started last year in 2022 along with Cole Hudson. But now you're seeing not only is Cole Hudson playing and Kelvin Banks Jr., now DJ Campbell is playing, Neto's playing on the jumbo package. Malik Agbo is playing. Folks, we're seeing a youth movement, resurgence of great offensive linemen to come here at this great state of Texas and this great university to come in here and play and do great things. I only expect better things here from the classes in the next year with guys like Kojo and Peyton Kirkland and Connor Stroh, who I'm the vice president of his fan club, Connor Stroh, and also Gooseby. You're seeing guys like that who are coming in, and Chapman, who are going to do great things as well, but they're being developed right now. And we're not counting on those dudes to have to come in and play like we had to in the past. And Brandon Baker's going to be the next guy that we can let his body mature, let it get into perfect playing shape, let the game slow down for him so that when it's time to play, he is ready to do his thing at the University of Texas, and he's been able to hit those weights and let the game slow down for him before we go into SEC play here in 2024. But folks, an outstanding commitment from Brandon Baker from Mater Dei High School, 2024 class, just committed to Texas, 6'5", 300-pound, #1 offensive tackle here in the country. Kudos to Cal Flood. Kudos to Coach Sarkisian and the rest of that staff for getting a big boss and a big human on that offensive line. Now, folks, that's all I got to say for this video, but I'm going to end this like I end them all. Do you. Don't be afraid to fail. Outgrow your environment. Understand your brilliance. And on that note, folks, Ninos Corner, I'm out. Horns always up, and hook 'em all day long. Hook 'em.